Hey, what's up? This is Ryan J. Downey, senior editor with Alternative Press. I'm sitting here with Ohio's own sons, Miss May I. What's up, dudes?
Yeah.
This is what I like about having you guys here in particular. Not only do you have roots here in the Midwest like I do myself and like AP does, but we've got guys like Andy Biersack, who was from Ohio originally. I mean, this is like a homecoming for you guys, right? Like this is, you're at home at an award show.
We used to come to the offices of AP before we even worked with AP, and we would see the name on the door when we would go work with other people that were in the building. So it's cool to be a part of something this big now.
Now, right after having that big Yay Rah Ohio moment, I'm gonna ask you about moving to California because you're
abandoning us, Ohio boys,
leaving us in the dust.
No, but honestly, I know it ties in a lot to the new record and a lot of the things that the songs are about, some of the stuff that you've been through. I know one of the last times we talked a couple of years ago when you guys were on our cover, you were talking about the property you had bought here, and the clothing company was popping off. You just got married. Everything seemed like it was going great. What happened?
You know as much as I know. It was like when it rained, it poured. Everything just sort of fell apart. It was like just behind the scenes paperwork stuff, and that's what a lot of the record's about. It was a rough year and a half, 2 years, and I think it was cool because it wasn't just personal stuff. Like the whole band was going through different stuff, and it was nice to come together. And when we did this new record, we were all on the same page. It wasn't just me writing the lyrics. It was like everyone was writing the lyrics, and I think that's why it came out so mean.
And I mean, because you lost the whole property that you had bought, your house, rental units, all of that stuff, right? So, I would imagine the catharsis of making this record together and everything everyone was going through has helped a lot. Do you feel like you're on the other side of it now, or are you looking forward to things more?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to things. I think the coolest thing is, as a band, even though we've been together for so long and touring so long, I think, which it's weird to say, I think we're closer than we've ever been because we all went through all that stuff together. And just stuff behind the scenes, even more band stuff, and everyone else went through different personal stuff. And it's cool that we thought we were brothers, but we can even be more brothers now. And we're on Warped Tour right now, and we've never been this close. We're having a lot more fun. It's awesome.
It's great. And it sounds like you guys trimmed some of the fat behind the scenes and are really tightened things up a little bit.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Super crew. It's the Avengers now.
And you guys also, talking about roots in Ohio and everything, Indiana, Michigan, the whole little area. You guys went back to Joey Sturgis recently, right? He obviously did your early stuff, and
Papa Sturgis.
now he's back. Was he upset with you for wandering off? Was he welcome you back with open arms?
We got a little, we tried to get all that out of the way right at the beginning, and I think we actually, the second single for the record was finished up the first day of the recording, so we made sure before we even went in that we squashed everything before we got there. Made sure that everybody understood, why we left in the first place, and then, Jared made sure he knew that why we were excited to come back to him for drums. Justin and BJ making sure he knew why we were excited to come back for guitar. Me and Levi for vocals. So he knew before we got there why we wanted to come back. We knew why he wanted to work with us again.
And it felt like when we walked in again, we thought things were going to be a little weird. But right when we walked in, it seemed like we connected right away, and we were just ready to work.
And you guys have done a lot since you worked with him, and he's done obviously a lot since he's worked with you. So I would imagine there's some of that new experience on both sides to come together and make a cool record.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he'd done a lot of different stuff. He hadn't done nearly as much of the metalcore stuff like he used to he's not that much older than us. We kind of grew up together. So he had a long break in between records. I think the only guys that he was really working with metalcore-wise in the last few years were the guys in Attila that we're on Warped with, and Asking. Those are really the only metal bands left that he'd been working with. So it was kind of refreshing to him as well to have a metal band that he was really good friends with come back to him.
Last thing while I've got you guys here, our friend Jamie Josta, I believe, was busting your chops a little bit about the album title. Tell me about that a little bit.
Yeah,
record's called Deathless, by the way.
Yeah, Jamie was getting on me about the Throwdown record called Deathless, and I did my research, and that was not coming up. When I told him, I was like, I'm sorry, and he called me out hard on it. But he gave me a pass. He said, I can get by this time, just don't let it happen again. As a friend, Jamie Joss let me through. So
well, the guys from Revocation ripped it off first, and they tried to call you out. So I
was like, come on,
you can't know everything.
Yeah. So, but it's okay. Won't happen again.
Awesome. Always a pleasure to see you guys.
Awesome. Thanks.
Miss May I, everybody. Bye. APMAs 2015. Yay.